Boko.
Na bibia nyama koyi se me de anopo na ba se bibia koyi de
Bibia koyi pa nyame adom.
Yen nkomo no yen hyase ye wo occupy BOG head office enra menim say mo hye nkomo yase ache date kra mo de buy say mo pese mo tisi montere so no say mo sign postpone ye electoral commission sare ne program me be share mo die num but abro yi poma kwema menra ne mo hwehwe no van say mo satimi kai ma ne ma ewo mumu mutimi APM Ghana for no wiase nyina ahuno den ba mutimi mo decide say sana mo betu
Yo me dase na mechia etiefo nyina na mechia Ghana fo nyina enra oman hu donti omo etu si abonten ebedi yachi se yebebo momume oman ya yetemu eye this time nkwan ya tese Bank of Ghana aye bank kesia eye Ghana bank banks say we Ghana nyina ne financial institutions ni nyina savings and loans no mu nyina omo bank no now for the first time you say according to Bank of Ghana for now almost lose 60.8 billion omo equity so 55.1 billion ashe. At the same time, the same Bank of Ghana, Governor no ebumra so, sika poly 77 billion. Ama Akufo-Addo aban, one ba omi aban say omo nyiska no na omo fanya de omo pe without parliamentary approval. And niema say na akoso ama Ghana, you see the no elusu na ho den kra inflation in 40 something %. The same Bank of Ghana ya almost oma boka omo bumra so atwa sika gumi omo meka se mienti omo si a befitting headquarters obra omo ntumi nya befitting economy ma Ghana but utumi ye befitting headquarters inso a mo sha ase mo say according to mo ana mo say nkese say ye your friend say $100 and something million and na mo de call a friend say PPA and a PPA reduce by 81 million.
Yeah.
After the young coffee, my award contract 121 million, 40 million difference. Young Koti Bio Amusio after the idea no, I got $222 million. Dollars. No crown assassin can not just all the assassin can one, not just some can $300 million.
Assassin can where this in Quan.
And Oshe documentation I'll give credit to Honorable Okuyeta Blackwa.
Okay.
Nensaka biabidi ensema na chese ohwemu a dwirim bi ewo ade na ekoso no mu. Okikasa niema we nyina bom na ohwe ekwan e fa so a Ernest Addison Akufo-Addo friend man be ye Bank of Ghana governor. The same Akufo-Addo ya na wa appointing ni nuabema as ni ma me nuaba as a Minister of Finance. Now say a Minister of Finance can for that no be say a friend is say the Bank of Ghana needs a befitting office. You know. Na just say on my economy na ya to na jeje mu no. Emfa omo ho sika na omo assess free Bank of Ghana how make kan to ato akere no. Emfa omo ho they are living in a different reality. The same Ministry of Finance through Bank of Ghana Korea no monam. Your friend say IMF, International Monetary Fund. So I'm up bosia. $60.8 billion in a friend says cities now which are going. What they call dollars ma? It's getting to almost $9 billion. Now so one to me, I'm sure $9 billion is so now $3 billion never your day. You know, so all these things and the can't now share the way Ghana economy na say na Obabisia an appointee Minister of Sanitation na ono to me sika physical money kogu ni dem to the extent they say ni made to me $1 million and 300 million euros kra na onhu ye na sa otuwe so sika yetumi wi sika mu 1 million na wa onhu that means sika na dodo ye say and if the sanitation minister Mpofi Elia what about the Kanoforiata himself? What about Omar keka ho nyina Omar de Omar to position of a friend say importance of oil, this, that. And Ocean Yama Koso Nisika aban we afanisem getting to close to 800 billion cedis. Now who she our this kanaya.
Sika afar
by we sem
in the space of 7 years.
7 years. John Mahama. Oka John Mahama ne atamils bomwa almost 8 years no. Sika fa sem was around 200 billion. Taxes ka ho.
Okay.
Na hwe niema omutumi de sasika eyeye. As ye ka se ye betumi akan ho asema eye ewo ho visible ubehu. Hospitals are hospitals. Schools are schools. Power projects are power projects. Water projects. Roads. Serious infrastructural projects. Omudi sika ne ya a benefit of mine no. Apart from all these, they set up different funds. ESLA, ne heritage, any friends say stabilization fund, all these get fund nyina. Sasika nyina Akufo-Addo ne naban. Omo ai disesika nyina. Asa de get fund kra efan akobo besia. Akosia wo akoje bosia. Now after borrowing or getting this money, me pacho ebia na me twantro. Kire me bibi ba ko pe a obetumi don sache so say Akufo-Addo buy de sade we die.
Agami baby salmum because me na bisa questions wa. Because
me who be even the born who a friend say momome say oba be free education even though it was only free senior high education. But Tomo a coin no say free education as if say akwala how didn't go school from a friend say kindergarten copy say obeko university a free. That was not the fact. It was free senior high. Enum po akwesi saying textbooks onkola ninya. Aduane ane eno ama omo basa. Say I dilute to your schools no ma say aye ngonwonai. Eti kire me adekodia potin pa omo di sika yi aye. Eno ho asem. Sa niema we mu nyina count na de dimu ntitimai pa Bank of Ghana. Sika omo si ahye no. Yesu yenim se sebe wia no ma wia no. Eno nti ne yetegu krom. Say ye betin tesu kokko because sebe Ghana ye do to position bia na no nche say ye wa ope. And I say mbra eni ho say utumi boom mra so according to Ghana a friend say Financial Act no. Afibia Bank of Ghana can only print 5% of the previous year revenue. Now far much more than that without parliamentary approval. That means a protected monocramu ni samrani so. Ghana so Bank of Ghana Ghana for year enya adesen dia enya Akufo-Addo dia. So necessary yeti si dwam. Na can chance on resign. Enti so bisa ya enu nti na yeti si dwam.
I see. Na ehihye na to say in terms of baby amobefa because ni nim senka dom dodo na bekwa kopi mu ewo premises but unfortunately videos and pictures are young reporters in the brain any reporter omo the man live ewo grounds no hwemu mo timi enu baby a mo call ye no ana send am no police for na agree eno ano no
who say said the wow kan ye no demonstration we say no because of say na police for no ye wantwi as to baby I pese ye fa ni baby I pese ye de koduru ho no nti no ye postponed no more than 2 times court nyina ba mu but the sad aspect of it is after you no more agree wo your final destination because you compromise here so okay so we see you best start with parliament for court now we see there be na you start with your friends say obra sporter no problem but baby you can see be fire no more agree on their own letterhead and now you start here there na almost changing niema because already it is clear what say to keep the route of Obra Sport, Adabraka, Rage Runabout, National Theatre Traffic, Traffic Light, High Court Complex Traffic Light, Atamils Highway, and then U-turn to Independence Square.
Okay. Okay, not just the premises one in him.
Premise no nam say premises no ye no ma agree some my enko.
Oh, okay.
In fact, ye cry catch rom say Mose Bank of Ghana security zone. So mon try ye baby a security zone no terminate.
Okay.
Because the security zone cannot be everywhere. It is Mose Bank of Ghana security zone. Show us where the security zone ends so that we can end there. Yeah, no say we sat for more than 3 hours. Now police for question baby. Question wa no maba. Omar to me and security zone. So we agreed on this. So the whole idea was we were going to turn at also I think former Supreme Court building.
Okay.
Also traffic light now free Akraba. That was the traffic light we were going to turn.
Not just Bank of Ghana
Okay. That was the agreement.
Now for lotteries hormonana.
Yeah. Say lotteries now say cause traffic light now.
Yeah.
We do traffic what lotteries now they about traffic light.
Yeah.
So we were going to take a U-turn from there to go to the Independence Square.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Afe enra ye koduru ha. Adabraka no kra na yesi ye fa no. Baby ane decide say e better no so mo ye 10 ho.
So mo 10 ho.
Omakofa another 10. Meanwhile, yes, I no agree. So, yem pe basa basenti leadership say okay, we nyehwe. Some yem fa baby am pese fa no. Baby am pese fa no so ye fa en kra say, o man block road no kra say ye benya space ananti o. Nti nipa dom dodo nam na cars ehia yen.
Wow.
Because it was not originally in the plan.
Not cars ehia yen. Instead say say clear kwan mama no.
Exactly, they didn't do it. When we turned from Adabraka, baby, on person turning no. Yeah, but na kasi shia.
No, bibia betimi asio.
Exactly. You know, ya de neto nchen ya. Ya kwa kodru a friend say court complex. Ya turning right. Ya drew national friend say art center. Before just in front of art center. Now on some of the barricade they see. So traffic light now. Yes, ye kwatene no. Oma me yan kwatene ho. And then so they tobe e buy. And na ni nyina na it's like yan crofo na ni abrese ye mom bu barricade no ngu no mom yan kwatene baby e no ma agree.
Na ebi no ready. So me bu barricade no.
Of course. They were even angry with the leadership. So I don't think any police
organizers no.
Yes, I don't need any police for agree. Now mo am my letter. Now fe almost say de no. They were very, very angry. But leadership calm down. Because what we were looking for, they were trying to do everything so that something will go wrong to mar the whole thing. Senka nyanyamia dom in the leadership. Yankopon ema leadership nyansa. And na bibia ye bokoa. Kenadia chinye. Kabo said they were talking about the negative things that happened. Now I overshadow the success.
The real issues na de bokoa no.
Now Yokodru Hono leadership went to give the petition to Addison ne directors. Your information said before 12 o'clock, who say share crowd na no more my excuse said they have a meeting with IMF. But you knew we were coming long ago. It you know, mommy and saying na more meeting with IMF. It you know to me answer one of his deputies just to come and receive the petition. Now Mokofa, I'm say head of security.
Yeah.
Now me person me bisa a question.
It's you.
Say when you ukro mo hene. Asema ba na ukro mo hene say or ba wo na so. E the petition abrewa. Now Kofa our house boy and say security man so na me share ukro mo hene. Eyobo.
Dabi.
Enu nti na yamfa petition na ma wo.
And until the man for petition now.
Because it's disrespect. The leader of minority in parliament with various political parties, various civil society organizations, heads of businesses, and form say a broad petitioner. Head of security. Now head of security no on no kwetwa iska gumu. Head of security no on na nam ne suma 60.8 billion ashe. And now head of security now I inflate the cost of so-called head office now musino over 400%. So that is why you feel say disrespect. For petition no.
Aman no. It more plan is besan ko bi mu ana no so mo kona se mo nya na mo besan ye bi mu. Ebi obi so be say me na me ye adwuma. And you guys are coming after me. Now me had the issue mo na minim de be si. Because analogy back on the mind here, it makes sense. Yeah. But more per me say me nya de me mo homo den. Na mo sign say
nyasa wo nya de o mo homo den. Wa wi asika.
Ma wi asika.
Wa bumra so atwa sika gum. Asay economy no. And wo wi a wo se wo kosi befitting economy. Befitting office. And the class one inflate cost no. Now wo nya befitting economy wi. E de na kosi befitting office. So what you say? Etino Ghanaians and employ Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
Wo adesin wakati ya wo gene protection na wo nyina no is provided by Ghanaians. And adwuma de ma on what say economy no. What you say? So what say economy no dey say about petitioner. The best he could have done is ask one of his deputies to come and take the petition.
Issues today be mo raise here. Mama 21 days ultimatum say 21 days so amfa ayene jumadi anto as governor. Mobayo ye kire na abaso, but before that 21 days in the crowd no e betwa mu no. Oya press conference a kire Ghana for say BOG na si wono no. Eri mra biam so omunya adwuma en pemfaso. Eno no nya enough and say come back it off.
Medawase. The same person now see BOG. Yan fence was say enya adwuma na nya mfaso no. Utie the responses now. The same person say 2019 and almost started some base office.
Yeah.
Na previous profits be omunya aye. And no nobody see office no. So which is which? We say we nya adwuma enya profit. But your question will say and the onya ska hene wodi your office na. We say and the profit amunya aye. Na obi a wonya adwuma nya profit, don't me nya profit see office. Hurudu ahurada sem. Wow. Listen. Obi a waye na adwen so obo okro no. Before I start abokro no wa prepare the obeka kire wo.
Oh, okay.
So the whole situation is Ghana for the obeka ko the obeka bi ombeti ase. And we have documentary evidences a kire say there is corruption going on.
Bank of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana. Even in relation to home office, no crowd, head office, no musi no kwa. Emma says, some of the parliamentary, your friends say, lawyers say, omuni be. I prepare document time say, they are getting even ready to report him to the OSP. So this thing, we are not going to stop today, tomorrow. And one good thing, me pe ewo emramuni say, crime has no expiry date. Other countries, I prosecute your friends say, heads of bank, friends say, central banks.
Other countries
have done that. What you say? Want to me, yeah, protection entry out kasika boom now foul pay ema de pay. Because enyama na oma na ama a devalue yesika ama edi inflation about affecting so many private businesses. The implications about what is going on in this country and I'm so am I reduce your friends credit agencies friends I bring the economy down in ano. We a private businessman investor in asifwa foreign direct investment is gone down. We will be a quiet business also the Ghanaian economic situation is not favorable. What you say? It is not only about government, it's also about private people. Omar coining terminology be say private sector is the engine of growth. And your government now we are on basa say ya. The first line of unconform suffer the private business people.
Yeah.
What you say? You know, and no nama sebi. Private businesses and Quebec national employ youth now no. They are all collapsing. This is the governor who came and collapsed all the banks, including so many, your friends say, financial institutions, savings and loans, and all these people. I didn't collapse your man. Capital was not enough. It is also so aboka. Now so lose 51.1 billion of your equity. What you are there? What
governor no?
What Gunkrofor Bank because of the same insolvency no? Once Wababa catcher say what lose 60.8 billion. You have lost 55.1 billion of your own equity. So then why are you existing? Bank of Ghana nagu. And you know where governor out your day. This is what we are talking about. This is a governor who could have saved the financial institutions with all the workers by spending 9 billion. But him and Kenoforiata and Akufo-Addo decided to spend, instead of that, spend 22 billion to collapse all these businesses. What signals are you sending? Look, people are not thinking about this critically. Most of the banks that collapsed were Ghanaian banks.
Banks no no.
List them.
Local banks no more.
Local banks and local financial institutions. What signal are you sending? You are telling the Ghanaian businessman, say, the Jume bi obeye biano, abai entumi support no. You could have spent 9 billion just for purposes of even encouraging the Ghanaian businessman. I'm not here to fight for the banks, you know. What I'm saying is, look, the chief executives, whatever, if anybody has done anything wrong, government should have considered prosecute them, sack them, but support the banks and to bring new people so that they can keep their jobs. What you say? By spending 9 billion, but you decided to spend 22 billion to collapse all these banks. Omar supervising in the friends say collapse of these banks, and I said no more heady banks. No, how many of them have been prosecuted? You're not 2 and 7 years in it.
Yeah, so far they will be.
Show me one.
We are in fear.
What did they mention? I say. So the whole situation is there is something very, very wrong with these people, Akufo-Addo, Kenoforiata, the Baumia, who claims to be a friend, say a genius with economics or whatever. Or no can't say sebi. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Time or can't say no. The dollar to CD was almost 4 cedis. And the dollar to CD is 11. The CD to dollar is 11 cedis plus. So on one seminar, it has tripled today. So what are we doing about it?
Okay. Maybe so a question we. Obeka say Addison or Tio no nene ho. Ghana for the Kotoa about 2016. And our President Akufo-Addo win here. Ghana for the Kotoa about 2020. And our President Akufo-Addo win here. And Obina appointee. Nasa appointee na ya bonia. Eka kwanya na nye proper. Senka mobe petition the president. Se nipa na ode ne bre yen se wa meye adwuma no. Se bio wabegu no fi. O your mind no in court. Etino pamano. But rather mo decide se ono ngasa mo de let be man. Why not the president?
It is our vote of no confidence in the president because he is the architect of this whole looting agenda.
President Akufo-Addo.
He is the architect because who appointed
governor no?
The governor no.
On one appointed.
Oba na Nasiru ho. And yes, Siamano we pambo mo. And Okofa Ernest Addison by. Bank of Ghana is also under Minister of Finance. Even though they are independent, but they are still under Minister of Finance.
Yeah,
exactly. Why in a leading Minister of Finance? Akufo-Addo Ninia. Kenoforiata.
Yeah, Kenoforiata.
Okay. No Bank of Ghana governor can print this amount of 77 billion without parliamentary approval if the president doesn't know anything about it. So the president is the chief architect of the whole looting brigade. So that is why we decided not to send it to him. Show me a single day Akufo-Addo appointee bi aye bibia where the omani dreamer Akufo-Addo no ankasa sakeno. Cecilia Dapa is a case in reference. A minister of state appointed by the president of Ghana, Akufo-Addo. Asisa sikatwitwiri die akoguni fie. Ama sabi. Yamfa ne say. Yamfa ne say even kra na sika ne ye ne dia. Ede mra. Ede akire papa. Ene kire say obesesa cash in dollars, in pounds, in euros ede akogu fie. We say so that there's no evidence that says Kanokrano. Sebi. We don't know the source of the money.
Yeah. As we speak.
As we speak.
Yeah. OSP said Omo share the nim baby sika no.
To the extent to say sika ewo hɔ a who made bet me we are $1 million. I say we are 300,000 euros. Na ono ampo wa hunu.
And there's some millions of seeds.
And some millions of seeds. Na wa hunu. Na chese sika na do what you say. And that's when the president kai. Oh, my lovely Sisi, I know that you will be at the end of the day, you will be exonerated. That is what the president of Ghana said. Yes. What you say? So it tells you, say, he does not care.
The president.
He does not care because on what no. It is an appointee. It's not the news. Didn't you hear Canada Japan 3 days ago? In Ghana, when were your MPP this in Canada Japan? These are his words, and I'm quoting. I say, the MPP government is looting Ghana as if there is no tomorrow.
Canada Japan.
Canada Japan's own words from the horse's own mouth. So it is a clear evidence that things are not well. Enra and Crawford travel from other regions with their own money, with their own buses to join the demonstration. It tells you how angry Ghanaians are and how Ghanaians are prepared. So this is not going to be a 9-day wonder. This is just the beginning. And until we get justice, this is the beginning of what is supposed to come 2024. You be put to pressure ne saa because yenim say Akufo-Addo enya dia emfa ne ho enya dia minti bi kra da say Akufo-Addo friend say sebe ni appointee bi aye bibi mo no akasa asake no nti no emfa omo ho, but the pressure will keep mounting until 2024 we will put them out with our thumbs.
All right. Rex Omar and Motene Kano, a leading member at the Arise Ghana. Charles, I call what to for our Hanum.